This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Hey, good Erev Shabbos, Rabbi. There's an incredible Machlokes between the Abarbanel and the Malbim. The Abarbanel says that the Makkos seem to have had some kind of natural progression. And that is the water in Mitzrayim turned rancid, it turned putrid. And you know what happens when the water in the Nile turns rancid and putrid. So all the living organisms in the river, they can't live there anymore. So all the frogs and all the crocodiles, they had to leave. They had to pack out of the Nile. That's Makkos Svardeya. So first the water turned bad. That's Dam. And then when the water turns bad, the frogs and the crocodiles, they proliferate. And then when the frogs and crocodiles climbing everywhere, the conditions are unsanitary. So people are not clean, and they develop lice. And then the animals go crazy, and the animals start running and ravaging people. And the Abarbanel explains that the Makkos had a certain natural progression to them. And the Malbim disagrees vehemently. The Malbim says, Chas v'shalom, that there was any natural element to the Makkos at all. It was completely supernatural. It was completely the Yad Hashem. You know, this minimizes the miraculous nature of the Makkos. So I once heard a hachra, sort of an in-between opinion of Rabbi Avigdor Miller, Zechat Tzaddik Livracha, who explained as follows. He says, certainly we follow the opinion of the Malbim, that the Makkos were completely the Yad Hashem, they were completely supernatural, and there was no natural element to them at all. But we still need the Pshat of the Abarbanel to explain what Paroi was thinking. In other words, when Paroi sees the Makkos, despite the fact that they were clearly supernatural, Yesh Makom Litos, there's a place to err and to make a mistake and to think, maybe there's some kind of natural phenomenon taking place. So Rav Miller would say, even though we certainly, as Klal Yisrael, we accept the report of the Malbim that it was Kulai Nisi, but nevertheless, the Pshat of the Abarbanel explains how Paroi could have been so stubborn and how he was able to rationalize and to explain to himself and to his people that this was some type of natural phenomenon. Rabbi say, Agun Shabbos.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.